her team's going well, so hopefully they'll make Jodie feel a lot better.
Hopefully, yeah. She's sidelined for a little bit. Hopefully not too long, and happy to fill in when I'm asked. So got the drive on this one, and she goes really good. She's been in really good form, not having a lot of luck. So she had to do a bit early, but then she got a nice sit and she got home good.
Yeah, she did. She ran really well, and she's been racing in pretty good form, and she's just continued to get stronger as she's got older, this mare. I mean, certainly from a young age, she's always been competitive against some pretty nice horses, but just probably lacked a little bit of strength to go with them. But each year she's been able to bridge the gap, and now that she's got to this open class, she just continues to get on with the job.
Yeah, she has. That's right. She's a lovely, big, strong horse to look at, and it was really nice to drive. She paces good and was very tractable, and she's probably more strong than fast now in her older age. So the speed on all the way probably suited her, and she just kept whacking away and pegged back the leaders, which they're two nice horses she ran down, and she deserved to win one. She's been knocking on the door, and I'm happy that I was able to get it with her, and hopefully that cheers Jode up a bit, and she hopes she's back soon.
Sometimes the lack of concentration in his mind has cost him dearly a few occasions, but he seems to be pretty switched on. A little bit of a gear change on him. John seems to have done the trick.
Yeah, Rob, he's finally starting to deliver what he's always promised, turning into a bit of a racehorse now. I put that hood on him 3 or 4 starts back, and he's starting to find the line. He's racing a lot better. Yeah,
very much so. And tonight, happy with the way the race was panning out?
Yeah, I had a little look early, but there was too much speed, and had to go back. I was a little bit worried that we were too far back, but I said to the part owners I thought he'd win tonight.
Well, he's got the job done and done it well. He's done a good job for you, Al, all round, and he's done a great job tonight. Well done.
Yeah, he's done a great job for his little horse. It's a shame to lose him, but that's why we put him in these races, to make him more competitive. It's a shame to go so good tonight the way he went and win like he did in having claims, really.
Yeah, tonight he lobbed in a great spot, and things panned out really nicely early, and then all of a sudden you got left without cover, and then probably things changed a little bit in your thought process.
Yeah, that's right. I thought I was pretty rapt to lobbing 1-1 and on the back of Chris, and then when Chris rolled to the front, he sort of, to his credit, the horse, he settled good outside the leader. When we got a little bit of breather here for probably a furlong, and he strode good when he had the horse outside him,
You've had this horse for quite a while.
Yeah, had him since the start. Charlie Wooten had him as a young horse and as an early 2-year-old, and then we both trained for Tony Moody, and they come across our place, and he's done a great job. He's earned nearly 100,000, so he's and I mean, when he was a maiden, we had him advertised at 5,000. So
yeah, it's amazing how they can progress. There's been very little mileage in the tank as far as the usage. I mean, he's had a few little issues through his career, I believe, but everything's well.
Yeah, no, he's only had just little problems, but it's just been more maturity with him. We've just really taken our time with him and letting his body build up and getting his head right as well.
Just looking at him, he's, I mean, for a horse, he's a 6-year-old. I mean, how is he as far as his temperament and so on around the place and when he comes to the races?
He's perfect at the races. He's playing a bit now. But at home, he can be a little bit funny. He just has his days where you just got to be careful with him. But on the track and that, he's perfect. He's just like he's been around for 100 years.
Blake Redden was just saying to me the talk is that potentially he may do a trip to West for the Inter-Dominion. Yeah,
that's definitely our main aim with him. Whether we'll get there, he'll probably let us know if he's ready for that or not. But, that's our goal, so we'll keep going towards it.
Really good tonight, Robbie. Got around a nice time, and then we got cracking sort of bit down the back, but yeah, around the bend he really felt tremendous. So it was a good performance. He
did really well, and he now goes into the Breeders' Crown Series, and certainly looking at his performance tonight, he's going to be very hard to beat. He's in tip-top condition, and Dean's got him absolutely spot on going into it.
Yeah, Dean's done a great job with him. He had a pretty hard campaign through the Vic Bred, and then a little freshen up and trialled really nice. I think about a week ago here, and then tonight he just felt terrific. So hopefully he holds together for another month or so and should be really exciting.
The horse is in a really good space at the moment, and obviously his issues that were holding him back through last preparation don't seem to be worrying him right at this very point in time. So that was a really good effort to, over race through the middle when I come out, which is not usually him, and hit the front, a lot earlier than he really likes to under normal circumstances, and he kept running right to the line. So, just can't say again how great a job Alan's done getting the horse back, and he's in terrific order at the moment. So let's hope there's bigger things to come.
Yeah, look, he's and obviously had a little bit of there was a throat issue where maybe just a little bit of his wind might have been getting cut off, and certainly, like anyone, I suppose, if that's occurring too, it's got to play a little bit with your mind, and maybe that was probably one of the major downfalls for the horse.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's one of those things that's really hard to get a guide on, when they flip their pallet and cut off their airflow, and, obviously if you run out of oxygen, you're going to tire pretty quickly, and the horse has probably been criticised a bit in the past about not really being genuine, but I think, a lot of that was probably to do with the breathing problem that he had going on, and, since he's went to Ballarat and had an operation, and they've done a terrific job there, and like I say, touch wood at the moment, the horse seems to be a lot better in that regard, and seems to be hitting the line much better and getting better with every run. 3 runs back, and he's won by a bigger margin each time, so we're certainly heading in the right direction.
Not very often they go 58 here and an M1, but you only got to go as fast as you can, and he's proved before that he can go quicker if he has to, but there's no need to. But he got a good trip in front, and he's done a big job. He's come ahead in leaps and bounds. Come in this time in about a C3 and went to Bort for the Central Vic, and he's just jumped out the ground ever since then, and he's a horse that's going places.
He is. He always obviously kept a pretty close eye on him out of Benelise, and obviously having Nicky Nono out of the family, and he always showed to me as a 2-year-old he was going to make it. He's just going to take time because he was just a big overgrown horse, and I know Danny's been pretty patient with him, and he's just things are just really starting to pan out for him, and I still think the best for him is still to come.
Yeah, that's right, and I've got to thank Danny for that. He's entrusted us in him and let us do whatever we've sort of thought's best for him, and he's given him time, and he's been rewarded now, and I do think next time in he'll get better again, but he's sort of getting on a mark now, but it's a shame he went off come size time, but Breeders' Crown's just around the corner. I'm not saying he's going to win a Breeders' Crown or anything, but if he can draw the lead, he's going to be hard to beat.
That win will really pick Kevin's spirits up, and please pass on our best wishes to him. And he's a good horse when he's right.
He is, Robbie. Yeah, he's hopefully KB will perk up a little, doing the world of good. He's I think he's the only horse he's got really left to race, and he's always been a nice horse. Just had a few lulls in his form, but when he's good, he's quite good. Yeah, well, tonight wasn't. The tempo early was pretty solid, but he just seemed to be. I suppose when you're following Don't Hold Back, he can sprint that quick. He normally leaves horses standing, but he certainly didn't show any zip tonight, and it just allowed you to get over the top of him. It did, yeah. I sort of settled on the back of 2 nice horses, and thought, well, this is all right. I won't have to pull out really, and there's nothing behind me so to make me go, and it worked out that way. He really had to just run up the straight, and he can sprint a bit more now. He used to be sort of a little bit not quite as quick, but nowadays he's got a bit of sprint about him, and he's been in really good form, and I'm really happy to see him win his MO. He deserves to win it. He's been such a nice horse.
He tries every time he comes out here, and he's got a lot of character. He's very cheeky sometimes, but no, he's a lovely horse. Yeah, you can just tell in him, and I know he I think it was last start, he might have done a bit of work and really didn't shirk the issue. I thought he was very brave, and tonight he just sat back at the tail of the field there, watching everything unfold, and the tempo seemed to be working out really well. I think about the 400 there, it seemed like it was getting a bit tight. There was a bit of jostling going on, but you were able to weave your way out a bit of trouble and get him out into the clear. No, his greatest asset is his speed. He's quite fast. So if we just save him up for that one run, he should nearly get the job done every time.
tonight. Took her a little while, as we know, just to balance up and just worked into it beautifully.
Yeah, I was undecided at the start, but she didn't have much go, so I thought, well, small field last is not going to be too far away.
Yeah.
Panned out. It was a beautiful run up 1-1.
Yeah, that's right, and just tracked in very nicely. And on the home turn, just had a little bit of a wobble around the turn.
She always goes wide.
Yeah.
And she likes it out there, and she can gather the momentum because she's so big, so I just let her.
Yeah, just let her do what makes her happy. And did you give your sister a little bit of a cheerio as you went past her?
Well, she was yelling at her horse. I thought, oh, that's good. That means that she's flat. So I was just hoping the line would come up.